Hi, I'm T. I want to share some ways that I take care of myself and stay organized as a mom of three daughters. My oldest is 12, my youngest are twins, and they are three, and one of my twins was recently diagnosed with autism. How I also maintain a full time job and pursue my creative journey here on YouTube. And so, because I have a lot on my plate, I have to be very intentional on how I take care of myself and how I stay organized. So, I'm just going to share a few things that actually help me to feel good about myself, help me to be present enough for my children so that way I'm able to take care of them. And then, of course, while not forgetting about myself. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, one of the first things I like to use is a set of headphones. If you do not have a pair of headphones, I highly recommend you get some. They don't have to be expensive. The ones that I have, I got them from Walmart. I think they were like under $20. They're wireless headphones. Anytime I'm overstimulated, I pop on my headphones. I may listen to some music, a podcast, YouTube videos, whatever. I just need something to help me calm down. I pop those on. Of course, I make sure the children are safe, like in a safe area, or sometimes they may already be put to bed. I'll pop on my headphones, and it helps me to just zone out and relax. So, the next thing that I was actually personally one of my favorites is simply just writing in my journal. Y'all, if y'all don't write in a journal, I highly recommend it. It's something that's inexpensive, and to me it's a form of therapy. I get to just write out what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, you know, just freely just let it go. It helps so much, especially what I'm going through now with my daughter recently being diagnosed with autism. You know, of course I do have my family and friends that I could talk to, but sometimes there's just some emotions that right now I'm still processing myself. And so being able to just write those down truly really helps. Another thing that I also do occasionally, I will just pop on my camera, hit record, and just talk, just release what I'm going through. And again, I use that as a form of therapy. It's not something I'll may always go back and look at the footage, and sometimes I will. But again, it's just a way for me to release and get out what I'm going through. And so if you haven't tried that, I do recommend it, like a digital diary, so to speak. Now, this next one can be a little tough for me only because I'm not always able to leave my house to do it, and that will be working out. I do work out at home, but I just prefer to go to the gym when I can. And so, my where I live, they do have an on-site gym. So when I can, I will go there and work out. But if I'm not able to work out there, I would just do a quick workout here. And again, that's something I'm still working on to stay consistent with. However, when I do it, I feel so good. I feel, just feel good about my body. I feel good that I'm actually being intentional about my health and about my body. And that makes me feel good. And of course, that trickles into other things. And so I highly recommend if you're not working out, you don't have to have a gym membership if you can't afford it, or if you just don't have the time or the leisure to go. Sometimes you have to work and the kids and everything, and just the time to go to the gym may not be there just yet, but you can form a at-home gym. Get you some dumbbells, a jump rope. There's so many things you can get, right? Just get those things. Take care of yourself. Highly recommend just working out, releasing some of that energy. Whatever form of working out that you like, just do that, and it will help relieve some of the stress and pent up energy. Okay, so this last one, I know that it can be a little difficult if you don't have a support system, but that is simply taking yourself on a solo outing. It could be a solo dinner date, solo lunch date. Just simply take time for yourself and go out. So recently I went to uh, a restaurant that was inside of a Marriott hotel. It was a beautiful view. It was calm that day. Wasn't many other customers there. I just took my laptop, went there to do some work, had a little lunch, stayed there for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And again, it was just a nice, simple time to myself. And I don't always get to do that, but when I do, I try to take full advantage. And if you can, just get out and do a solo date. It doesn't have to be um, hours on end or whatever, but if it's simply just 1 hour to two, you can go to the library, go get your nails done, just whatever. Take a solo moment for you, because those solo moments are very essential to just refresh so that way you can get back to being what you need to be for everybody else, okay? So I'm also here on a creative journey here on YouTube. I use it as an outlet, really. hopefully to connect to some people who may be going through similar things or just people in general, right? And when I say it is tough to try to make time to do this with all my other responsibilities, but it's something that has been, I only have a few videos up so far. But just the process of recording everything, the editing, I really like it because it's just time for me. It's something that I get to do just for me. Um, and it's almost therapeutic in a way, right? And so having to try to do that with everything else, I have to really be intentional about the time that I dedicate to this, right? So my kids need me. For example, right now I'm recording this video and my daughter's going to be getting off the bus soon. And so I have to go get her because her bus doesn't just come right out to the front door or where we stay. So I got to go get her. So I have to make this video, but I have to be intentional about the time that I have to record and make content and things that make me happy while also being the mother that I need to be for my children. And so, how I do that is I will either wake up early to start recording, find little bits and pieces in the day in between work that I may can prop up my camera, shoot a video. One thing about it though, again, it brings me back to journaling. I use my notebook to try to keep organized on maybe some ideas that I have, things that I need to say or do as far as my content goes. I use my phone for my calendar to set alarms, all of that, right? So that's just a way that I try to keep everything organized with that. Again, it's still hard because I have so many ideas for videos and everything that I haven't been able to do right away just because time. So I'm still working on ironing that out. But one thing about it is I just try to be intentional and get those little moments in my day where I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't feel like getting up right now. It's too early. But if I can recreate a little B-roll footage for my videos, let me go ahead and do that now, just because later it's going to get crazy. So just be intentional if you are on the same journey as far as wanting to record videos here on YouTube or whatever platform that you choose. Find those little moments that you have to record your videos because it's something that you want to do is for you and you're going to feel good about it. You might not always have the time. Again, with anything, we have to make the time because the time is not always there. So yeah, definitely do that, okay? So I do want to really quickly briefly talk about my daughter's diagnosis with autism. Um, so she's 3 now, and for like the last year and a half, of course, I've always known that she had a developmental delay, but I did not know to what extent because the doctors, they couldn't really tell us much. They said she wasn't old enough for testing, this, that, and the third. And then recently, it did take us a while to actually get in to see a specialist um, to even get her clinical diagnosis. Um, so anyway, I'm still dealing with that. Um, I already feel like I have a lot on my plate, and with the diagnosis, as hard as it is, I am glad that there's finally a diagnosis because I did suspect it. Um, and it helps me because now that I'm able to put a name on it, I can help her get the resources and things that she needs and the help that she needs to be able to just to help her in her everyday life and to help her as she grows, right? But it's still challenging. So if there's any moms or parents who watch this and they have a child or children who have autism, if you have any tips, please send them my way. She is also considered nonverbal. She can say words here and there, but overall, she's considered nonverbal. They don't have a level yet. They didn't put a level as far as level one, level two, level three, because they said that it's going to take a little bit more time for her, for them to officially say that she's, which level she's at as far as her autism. So, and you may hear her in the background. So I'm going to hurry up and get off of here. But um, if you have any tips or anything as far as autism goes, any resources or information that I can look up, because I've been doing my own research, um, yes, please send them my way. And thank you for watching this video. I hope some of the tips can help you just to take care of yourself and, yeah, prioritize your own mental health because dealing with family, children, and work and everything, it is a lot. And us as moms and parents, we do tend to be neglectful of ourselves at times because we want the best for our children and everything. But yes, please take care of yourselves. And again, I got to get to my babies. So I'm going to log off of here. Thank you. See you on the next video.